Hi, I'm Mark Kinsey, the Clueless Luthier, and this is my third inlay experiment. What I'm going to do today is I'm mostly concentrating on the leaves. I'm going to try a different color of green, but I'm going to try it with colored crushed calcite. And I'll rearrange the camera now and show you what I'm talking about. All right, this is some calcite that I actually crushed up some, so I still have some larger crystals, but this was fairly coarse. The small ones, hopefully you can see in there. I wanted some of that also to fill up some of the smaller areas. I'm hoping that some of these big crystals aren't too big because I'm working with a very small area over here. If it's too much, I'll just won't use those. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this color and try to be careful about how much I use. I need to poke a hole in, it appears. Okay. There's 5 drops. Let's see what that does first before I get too carried away. Not really getting all of it, is it? There's 5. There's 10 altogether. Well, that's a little better. Still some that aren't quite colored. So I'm going to try a little bit more. Okay. That was more than I expected to use. Alright. Now the next part, and once again, I got this off a website or a YouTube video, and I will share that with you. I've got some alcohol here. I used about the same amount. There, it's lighting. Not very well. I'm surprised by that. Unless I'm just not seeing it. The glass is warm. I'm a little confused by this. There we go. Just didn't want to stay. God. Not sure how I feel about this. The idea, the glass is warm, is that it helps get the color into the crystal. But now that's, that glass is warm. That's weird. I think I'm going to go with it and see what happens. Okay, my first attempt at this was a complete failure. And so I'm going to try something different. I'll tape this off. One problem, the crystals were just way too big for this. They still might be, I don't know. But it's going to be hard to crush them up more than they are. So I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to get them in as best I can. Which is still, I question, is going to be enough or not. I really do. Especially since I found out I'm going to have to make this even smaller than I've got here for my test, at least a little bit. At least for the application I'm looking for. Hopefully if I really crush this in, it will hold. I was going to do resin. I don't see that like being an option here. So I'm going to go back to what I did. Let me see it over here. I'm going to use number 10 super glue. I didn't seal the wood, so hopefully it won't bleed, but in this case, it's not my biggest concern. Okay, a little bit much there. Okay, and where's my accelerator? There it is. Okay, I'm going to let that sit up. All right, got a little bit of naphtha on this. I didn't do the trunk. I wasn't too worried about that. This is my ebony board, fretboard. So I'm kind of wanting to get an idea of what the color contrast would be like. This, there wouldn't be enough contrast. It's just too dark. I think that would probably work. My next challenge is I would have to make this a lot smaller. I'm going to do a little more investigation, but it may have to be almost half that size. And at that point, I don't think I could get the crushed stone in there the way I want to, unless it was much finer. So I'm going to call this video done, and probably my least successful to date in a way. And I'm going to contemplate my next move. So thanks for stopping by for the experimental venture. Bye.